risings, all those things you say to the folks you rock with, man, in the AM. And y'all know what I say, because I say it all the time. Always after, never before. You take care of your personal hygiene, man. Get yourself together and all that. Get all presentable. And then get up in people's face, man. Don't you can't conduct business that way, no way. How you gonna conduct business when your breath smell like boo boo? Ain't gonna work, man. Business ain't gonna get done. People ain't gonna like you. You gonna be known as the dude, the doo doo breath dude, and all that. You don't wanna be that. Don't be that. Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, man. Hey, what it is Monday, and I do have on the line none other than my Brother Ram, Rick Alim Muhammad from the Ram Report, checking in with us. Assalamu alaikum, Mike. Hold on, let me fix this. We ain't getting no sound from you. Let me fix it. Let's try that again. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Assalamu alaikum, Mike.
Walaikum salam, brother.
Man, what's the word?
Man, well, it's a lot of things going on. I want to touch on something right now. We're going through I want to say a knowledge stargate right now.
A knowledge stargate.
And yeah, we're going through a knowledge stargate. And so when you say a transformation from 4G to 5G, it's not necessarily about the phone. It's about the mindset of being connected into the truth. Fake news or new news, your history, yourself. We coming into to see how we've been brainwashed on so many different levels, and it starts with the education system.
Right.
Hey, even before you do K4, it starts with the education system. So I saw a post on Instagram, and it was a brother challenging another brother and a sister because they had Muslim names. So his comment was, well, your government name, da 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 da, all this. One of the brothers is a member of the Nation of Islam. The other sister, she was Sunni. And for this brother to make this ignorant comment, it's not only just saying that he didn't know, but it only showed the level of mental depth that's in our community. So like, say from the time I joined the NOI to now, it's been 35 years. Going back to we'll say 1989 to now. Okay, almost 40 years. And what was going on 40 years ago and how knowledge was disseminated was more effective than now, even though you got more technology. But the technology don't mean that you know more. It just opened up the door for more stuff for you to get into. So when you had limited technology, people will seem to be a little more conscious, but they'd be more resistant. Now they are more conscious, but then they don't know where or how to find the information. When they look for, we say content, truth content. In that regard. So, going forward, we watching what's happening on the political scene, the sports scene, and these other areas. We just have to be careful of what we're looking at, and then cross-reference things against what's true and where it's falsehood. Because falsehood is just take you down this path is winding to a crash, and we don't want that. And then when we find it, oh man, I can't do that one. Let me get away from that. So, that's something I'm just observing this over the weekend. Some of the places I was visiting, stopping in on, dropping in on, so. And of course we got the Olympics going on. Our
Yeah.
black athletes
Hey, now I
shining.
wanted to ask you, you've been here pretty much all your life, the majority of your life. I know you was stationed somewhere when you was in the military and whatnot. But in all your history of living here, be it Milwaukee or Madison, I remember you told me you was in Madison, but with being within the state of Wisconsin, what is the longest period of time in the suburban communities or IER white communities that you've seen abandoned businesses, like just abandoned vacant properties, business that left? What's the longest time frame you've seen that in their communities?
You don't see it.
Okay, and the reason I ask is because it kind of came to my attention that North Ridge Mall was a vacant property for 21 years.
Correct.
That's an
So
adult child.
21 years. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Well, I mean, no, truthfully. So
You're right.
I'm just getting at. I'm just getting at something. So, back for 21 years. So
It's been that way half my life.
So you 30 something.
40 something.
You 40?
Yeah.
Let's say, so you 40, 41. So you take 40 away from your number of years, so you 20 something. I take 21 from my 59. That makes me 30, 38. So my whole high school career, 79, 83, Northridge was a thriving mall and living community.
Hey, that's what's crazy is like I can remember it being open, but all of my last memories is of it's closed. Like I've been around for both situations.
Okay. So when they had the murder, the Anderson guy killed his wife, and he tried to blame it on some black people. There was a couple other incidents that happened. They already had made their mind up that they were going to leave from that area. But that was already part of the plan, the overall big plan. So gentrification is about movement of people, but the people they wanted to move was us. To get us out of these areas where I'm at to way out there, to the point where when I was in high school, people was rapping, man, I'll be glad when we move, man. We're moving to 87th and Bobolink, we're moving to such and such and Good Hope. And my dad would tell me, no, we staying right here. He said, that's the big trick. So the majority of those people that's out there, that moved out there, a lot of them are renters. They can't even afford to come back, because when I look at the list now, they got duplexes in this area starting at 115, and they're not even prime looking. And the ones that look nice, they like 175, 200,000. So if you don't have, if you're not trying to buy a home, there's nothing happening here. And then the rent on the east side they starting at $950 to $1,100 for one bedroom.
Right.
So we talking about economic racism. See? So they pulled the majority of us out to the northwest side and formed another whole plantation. And it's mostly younger people that didn't understand what was going on. Now, they out there, the violence was getting so bad at one time, they just started putting sub-police stations all over the place on the northwest side. They still out there. They're still out there. And a lot of brothers and sisters, the only reason they go on the northwest side is they have family out there. Outside of that, most of them don't even go past Silver Spring. Unless they go into Brown Deer. They live in Brown Deer. or something like that. But other than that, there is no retail magnet on the northwest side. So, say in them 21 years, I would say that the downtown area of Milwaukee, the third world and the east side, have probably invested close to $12 billion in those areas. And you can see it with all the new construction, stuff that's finished, stuff that's starting, the way the streets look, the whole everything. And well, you can say 21, 25 years, that's in one generation. That's how much money that's been pumped. Downtown, the third ward, you can throw Walker's Point in there, but most of the third ward and the east side by the lakefront. And we had black aldermen, at least 5 to 8 black aldermen that have sat in them seats and diverted that money to make sure that they got that money, taxpayer money, to do that. And the only person that we know for sure that was against that was Mike Mke Sr. and Jr. And with all these activists, call themselves activists, I never hear none of them put their mouth on none of them. Because they their friends. They kick it with them. They get high with them. Well, I ain't going to say get high with them. I don't put that out there. They drink with them. They go to their church. That's my frat brother. That's my soror. That's my lodge brother. My son sits next to his daughter in the classroom and go to my ear. Stuff like that, bro.
Yeah. Now our farmers, the black farmers, just got awarded a lot of money from the federal government due to discrimination.
Yeah.
In that marketplace.
Right.
What's your commentary on it?
Well, I remember when they was fighting for that money. When Dan Glickman was the head of FDA up under Clinton. I was living in North Carolina. I think one of the brothers' last name is, I can't think of his name. I think it's Pigfoot. He was like the president of it. Because they had drove their tractors to Washington, D.C. So they got that money, and most of them basically, they're going to use it to pay off some debt and try to keep farming. But the question with farming, you got Will Allen here. That's the new area. That's one of the new frontiers what we need people to do. We got so much unfarmed land in America, it's ridiculous, bro. The tech industry is taking a hit. People not even paying attention. Because the pandemic by the Illuminati, it failed. It failed. And the reason it failed was because all those people that sit behind a desk watching the blitz, what was they really doing? So you have somebody working at Microsoft, they're a systems analyst. What are they analyzing? So now those people, they paid them out. They let a lot of them go. They furloughed a lot of them. And you see every day, these companies like Upwork and Indeed, they laying people off. Now there's a need for people in the trades, in construction trades. So what does that tell you about America? So all these white folks that when they got these degrees in technology, if you can't do customer service over the phone or write programs, all the rest of them jobs are gone. So the farmer is going to be the billionaire, the next billionaire. Growing food, feeding people. The question is, we only got a few black people on that narrative. And the millennials and Gen Z and Y, they don't know nothing about no farming. They don't know nothing about no farming.
Man, did you catch Did you catch the Facebook video reel of the young people riding a horse down Burlock?
I saw something of that. I saw something of that, and I was like, wow.
Now, I was following along in the comments because I was trying to figure out just where on earth they got a horse from. Like, was it a festival going on? What's that? So then I've seen a couple comments say that they own the horse.
Okay.
And I guess, it's a group of, or family or whatever. I got to get their name correct, get back in the comments to see the name of their agency or whatnot. But it's basically they Black Cowboys.
Okay. Wow.
And they
Well,
right
that's a
here.
good thing. They learning something.
Somebody said they somewhere in the area of Cherry. Now, when I saw the people on the kids on the horse, that was on Burlock. From the video, you could tell it was Burlock. And then
I thought it was quite interesting. I like to see it.
People was going back and forth in the comments like, "What's the problem? They just riding a horse and things like that." But this is not something we typically see. But I've come to find out from trolling the comments that it's not illegal, so to say, but you do have to have a license.
Sure.
Like you have to have a license.
Government always taxes.
Like you got to have a license to ride a car, drive a car. You're supposed to have a license to ride a horse through the city.
Oh, wow. There you go.
I'm gonna look more into it, man, so I can break, because that's news to me. I've never thought about something like that. And it only came to conversation because of that video. I'm even gonna try to see if I can find these Black Cowboys or the people who was on the horse or on the horse, because it's rather interesting. I wonder what was this all about. Was this like some type of awareness, protest, public service announcement, or what made these two youth jump on this horse and go throtting down Burlock?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, our children need to see more animals. Most of us are afraid of animals. There's two things they're afraid of: animals and water. Because they don't know how to swim. I was watching the Olympics, and I was talking to my mom and my brother. I was like, wow, no black swimmers. Then I saw one brother from, he might have been from Brazil or Ecuador. Then I got to think about Milwaukee. Well, we got Lincoln Park, no pool at Moody Park no more, no park, so swimming is like one of those sports like tennis. You got to be a part of a club, but why aren't there more public pools? Now the pools are open in the NPS schools over the summer.
Right.
Then the other part is, by our young people not seeing a star person that can swim, they don't have no interest in it. And then you don't got that many black women that swim, that can swim. They're not in shape to go swimming, athletics at all. And so is swimming looked upon as an elite sport, or maybe something that people are just not interested in? You look at gymnastics, you see Simone Biles straight clowning. But, I like to see more of our own girls. I just see more our own people involved with their health.
Right.
We don't see that, bro. Like, my partner and I, Saturday, we rode our bikes around the city about 15 miles. And I told him before we left, I said, let's see if we see 10 black people that's between 30 and 50 on a bike. And we didn't. On Saturday morning now. See? And buying books is at the bottom of the priority for black people.
Yeah.
That's at the bottom. Then I went to a health fair they had at the Rose Park, a part of that Juneteenth extension that they do something every week. They had a live DJ. Homer Rowe was up there spinning records. And, you know, you can get your blood pressure check, your sugar check, the heart check. Then they were giving all kind of healthy food. Outposts up there, whole food. And it was mostly white folks and older black people. But the generation that needed, not there. The weed smoking generation, the liquor, they ain't coming. Nope. Nope, not coming. Not there.
You know, a lot of people argument is like the food's so expensive they can't afford to eat healthy.
Really?
Yeah. What you think about?
You ever go to Wingstop? Is that food cheap?
Mm.
You buy two 17-inch pieces from Pizza Hut. How much money you done spent? That's almost $50.
And
what food item is cheap at McDonald's? I tripped out when I saw if I was to ever go in there, the only thing I would probably consider getting is a fish sandwich, but I want them to change the bun and put it on a wheat bun. And the fish sandwich was $4.75.
mm-hmm.
And it's small as I don't know what. It looked like them little burgers from White Castle. And people constantly going there, eating chemical food. Are those French fries? And then it's this narrative floating around that it's human meat and the human and horse meat and the hamburger meat. Strong narrative. So when people say it's too expensive, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said if people wasn't smoking cigarettes and drinking liquor and beer, buying pork, they could take that money and be able to buy all that food. How much is a 12-pack of beer? $15? Is it close to $20? Miller Lite? Or a 12-pack of Heineken? How much is that? So I don't want to hear that from the 85% talking about it's too expensive. How much is a pack of Newports now?
Right.
Is it, $7, $8?
Oh no, they more than that.
So a pack of cigarettes is almost $10?
They are $10 plus tax.
So
People paying
you get 20 cigarettes, you get
for
20. So these are the same people say that healthy food is too expensive. Is weed cheap?
Not the good stuff.
We talking about good stuff. I ain't talking about no garbage. People don't want no black folks. Black folks want the good stuff, bro. So they get paid and they say, "Oh man, I'm about to go hit my contact," and they get a quarter ounce. What they paying? $60, $70? What, $75 for a quarter?
Probably about 50, 60, depending on.
60?
Yeah.
So you got $60 for a quarter ounce of weed, $10 for a pack of cigarettes, a case of a 12-pack of beer, Heineken. I would say it's probably $17. What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And all that equals death.
Right.
All kind of health problems.
Right.
All kind of health problems. But you go to Outpost and they may charge you $1.99 for some organic bananas. That's a horrible thing. Oh my God, that's way too much. These should be free. cutting into my weed money. You know, the weed man ain't gonna take no shorts. Just saying.
Right. Well, once again, as always, man, we appreciate the conversations, man, getting the black conscious commentary on today's topics, man, and current events. Man, y'all make sure y'all follow the hashtag Rand Report overall social media and stay up to date on that commentary, man. We're going to get up with you later. About to get over to these Munchie Mixes.
Hey, got one last thing to say.
Go ahead.
Kamala Harris, I'm not with her.
Uh-oh. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Y'all check back in with us tomorrow. We're going to find out why he not with Kamala Harris. I want to know, why is y'all with or against having her as your next president? I'm going to make a post. I'm finna put a post up, man. I'm going to tag you in it. We're going to see what people talking about it. We're going to address it.
Tag it on my main page.
We're going to address it tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to get all over to the music. Y'all keep it locked, man. HittingHardRadio.com, the Morning Shift Mke. Hey, don't go nowhere. Let's go.
This is HittingHardRadio.com.
Southside, man. Yo, Lincoln Heaven's on the